I remember watching UP until I got sleepy. Argue with my sister every night, we shared the TV. Weeks passed, I ain't have a cop, my head was peasy. Weed tuck, I ain't give a fuck, I'm out there freely. Shit, I started stealing players when I wasn't here.
Today I'm going to be talking about why I quit using COPART for the time being. Now, before y'all start, I know how y'all YouTube guys are, right? Commenting before, I make the video, but I want to let y'all know I'm not knocking on COPART. Here's what I have to say. I bought my first car from COPART a while back in February, alright? I was younger back then. I didn't know everything I know now when it comes to cars, how to research cars before you bid on them, before you purchase them, running VIN reports and all that. I didn't know about any of that. Alright, so the very first car I bought from COPART was a '99 Honda Civic LX. It had a front end collision in the front right corner, I believe. It was a really nice car, 135,000 miles on it. No check engine light, nothing. And now the thing about it was, I bid on the car. I won the car for around, I think, $425 or $450, something around there. I was expecting to pay around an extra $250 in fees because that's what COPART had on their website, alright, and they said in fees. What they had listed on the website was the gate fee, your state sales tax, and obviously the purchase fee. That was what was listed there. So I calculated based on what was on their website that I would be paying an extra $250 in fees. Alright, which isn't that bad, A mint condition Honda Civic, besides the obvious cosmetic damage, I already had the parts. I bought them before I had the car delivered to my house. Anyway, I won the car at auction. Then all of a sudden on my invoice, I end up paying just under $1,000 for it. Alright, so, I'm starting to get a little pissed off, alright? I know I'm going to make money on the car because I already had the parts. So altogether, I was in it for about $1,000 when I got it to my house. I ended up paying I ended up spending another $200 to $250 on it in parts, in replacement parts, and the car was in absolute mint condition after, alright? I don't even know why the insurance company totaled it out. Yeah, it was great. It really didn't cost that much to repair. State Farm lost money, so my gain. But I didn't make as much as I could have. I mean, that car was worth it because I spent so little time getting it to its final stage, alright, to get it to its final product while I was ready to sell it. I spent a total of 4 hours working on that car, alright? That was the least amount of time I spent working on a car. One of the best cars I've ever owned. Yeah, I also had to take it to get a wheel alignment because of the front impact, the wheel was a little bent in, so I had to fix that. And it was great. I sold that car for $1,700, so I made about a profit of about $400 on it. So, with the amount of time I spent working on it, I made money. Alright, it was good enough for me. And one thing, I did not know, that was the very first Civic I ever owned. So, I did not know about Civics back then. I didn't know anything about what they were worth. I didn't know anything about it. So, I sold it for way cheaper than I should have. That car could have easily went for well over $2,000. Altogether, I bought 4 cars from COPART, alright, or from State Farm through COPART. The second car I bought, it was another green 99 or 2000. They're both the same car. 99 2000 is like literally the same exact car. But 99 to 2000 Honda Civic EX, alright? EX sedan, mint condition. It was vandalized, alright? So vandalism was the damage that was listed there. Now this car, it had nothing wrong with it, alright? I don't know why this car was totaled out. So when I picked up this car, everything was in great condition. The car just had some missing hubcaps. The sunroof was missing. The front bumper cover was a little bent, so I replaced that. Yeah, it had some exhaust header bolts missing. The O2 sensors were cut off. So I just cut those off. I didn't care about that, you know, it really didn't matter. The car just ran a little rich after that, so it really wasn't an issue. Prior to having this car, I recently parted out a 2000 Civic LX. It was a racer car. It was a piece of junk. I bought it to flip it, but it was a piece of junk, so I ended up parting it out. Just kind of exactly what happened with this car I had in my garage before. So I had all the parts lying around. I just threw them all onto that car. It was great. I was into that car for about $1,000, y'all, when I had it completely at its final product. All right, that was probably the best car I've ever owned. I mean, it may not have been the best car I've owned, but it's definitely the car that made me the most money. I made more than what I put into it. I won the car for $475. But of course, when my invoice comes in, I'm paying just under $1,000 for it, y'all. Y'all can hate on me all you want, say I didn't do enough research, I didn't do blah, blah, blah. I should have learned my lesson at this point. But I've had success in the past. I ended up paying an extra $525 in fees. All right, I paid more in fees than what I paid for the car. So that doesn't really make much sense, right? Well, in the end of the day, I get it to my house. Now I'm in it for just under $1,000. I sell it for $2,300. So I got a little lucky there. I had some really good customers. So that time, yeah, I had a really good buyer. You know, they really wanted the car. So I mean, $2,300 is a bit much for a Civic in my opinion, but you know, I posted it for 25. They're like 23. I'm like, sure, why not? I was looking for $2,000, but it's all right. So I sold it to them, made a lot of money off of it. To this day, that's the most money I've ever made on the car. To this day, all right. I haven't had much luck lately making, flipping cars in general. After that, that's when I bought a 2002 EX Coupe, 186,000 miles. It had a little side swipe. The hubcap was broken off. I replaced the fender, and I just used some brake cleaner and like remove the scuff marks. It was easy, you know. I mean, I won the car for $675, I believe. I won it for $675, and I ended up paying over $1,300 for it. So, you know, again, man, I ended up, paying almost double what I won the car for in fees. That was really killing me. And you know, I had a situation. I had a hard time trying to sell that car. You know, I don't know why. I mean, it was a nice car. That for sure was the nicest car I've ever owned, because no check engine light, nothing. All right, no mechanical issues, just mint condition. But I had a hard time selling that car. Everyone was just lowballing me every time I tried selling it. So after about a month of owning it, I sold it for $1,800. I made like $400 on that car. Not what I was hoping for. You know, I was pretty sure that car would be worth more than that, but I guess not. I mean, I guess with the mileage, that's what it was worth, but whatever. Now, the last car was the old Civic, y'all. The Civic that I had when I started this channel, the Civic I had that I just towed out of here yesterday. One of the better days of my life, you know, not having to see that car again. That's why you do research on your cars before you buy them. You see, I did not know why the car was totaled out at first. The body was in great shape, so that's kind of what enticed me to doing it. One red flag, y'all. When the car was on the pictures and when it was at the lot, when I went to go look at it, the front bumper cover and the headlights were off the car and in the trunk. So that didn't raise any red flags to me at the time, but the garage was on their way to inspecting the car, and they realized that it was going to be too much, and they totaled it out. So I didn't know about that. I lost about $1,000 on that car as of now. At first it was like $1,200 I lost on it, but I sold a few parts on eBay. I sold a few parts on Craigslist also. So now I'm only in it for about $1,000. So I need to make that. In conclusion, the reason I stopped using COPART was the fees. COPART really isn't worth it unless you have a dealer's license and a garage where you can buy, 4 or 5 cars at a time and part them out and make recoup your money quickly and exponentially. Me, as a private seller with no dealer's license, it's really not worth it, especially with my budget. I'm only able to afford these old Hondas right now, and that's kind of my specialty. That's what I enjoy working on. I have since stopped using COPART for the time being, but I'm definitely going to be going back into it when I have a bigger budget, so I can buy more expensive cars, buy cars with a higher value that I can, have the money to fix up and make more money on them. And then I bought this car, this Canadian Civic that's in my driveway. I bought that to make my money back so I can flip it and make the money back from the old Civic that I just towed at the junkyard. But now, I don't know when the title is going to come. I emailed the DMV. They haven't gotten back to me, so, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to stop rambling. So, y'all stay strong, stay healthy, stay inspired, and I'm out. Peace!